One of the nice things about the tiny house movement, it's a living organism. We're evolving every single year. Basically, it's getting back to a good quality of life, having less, being able to live more, getting rid of a lot of things allows us an opportunity to have a lot more freedom and function. I come from owning 2,500 square foot houses and 5 cars in Miami and decided just time to cut back and relax. So we've been doing it in our DIY house for 6 years, and we just upgraded from our 300 square foot to our new 148 square foot, the Tiny Firehouse. The Tiny Firehouse Station Number 9 is our traveling mobile home, plus it's our tribute for firefighters. We had it helped designed by the fire department in our hometown of Putnam County, Georgia. We had the fire chief come out, he gave us all this advice and things. We implemented a lot of that into the house. We were able to find an old fire truck at a scrap yard. We stripped down this old fire truck and incorporated a lot of the parts into the house. Everything we took off the truck works on the house. It runs off the 12-volt solar system, which was kind of cool. And so now what we do is we use it to help build fire safety awareness. We let fire departments use it to do classes and things with children. We use it to raise money for fire departments, primarily to buy AEDs and breathing apparatus equipment for volunteer fire departments. So we just started buying things for them. There's a lot of events and things that are going on around the United States. People say to my wife and I, how do you organize these big giant events? The reality is 2 years ago, I wanted to have a party and I wanted to have tiny houses. I thought it was going to be 3 or 4 houses, burgers, barbecue, and beer. Who built the best ladder to their loft? At the end of it, we had 19 structures and we had just over 5,000 people, and we had a net profit of $42,000, but we didn't do it for the money. So we felt guilty. My wife wanted to give it to her cat rescue. I was like, we're not giving 42 grounds to the cat, we'll just buy dry food for him. So we went ahead and gave it to the chairman of the Chamber of Commerce of a small town in Georgia, and just said, do whatever it is you guys do for your community. And that's how it happened. So the 4 charity tiny house festivals were born. Through each of our events, we've done 4, including this one this year. We support about 23 to 28 different charities, nonprofits, good causes. The reality is we just love big parties, that's it. And then we found a way to, be able to hang out with tiny houses in the process and be able to raise coin and do fundraising for a bunch of great causes. One of the things that I think really makes people interested in moving towards the tiny house and the small living movement, I think one thing was the 2008-2009 financial crisis and real estate crash. I think it gave people an opportunity to step back and realize I don't need all of this mass structure to have a really cool life. We're seeing people, a trend with a lot of real estate agents that I talk to is that first-time home buyers are not necessarily looking for how much they can stretch their dollar to get how much of a big house, but they're looking more to find housing that they can afford and own quickly. So I'm seeing that as a big thing. Another thing is I just think we're seeing a return, a full circle of the thought process of what it is to live in this country. And part of that is you don't need a lot to live a big life. And that's what we're seeing. The freedom of movement, we love that. The freedom of individuality, freedom of expression. Every one of these houses you see out here are totally different. There's not a duplicate in the bunch. And each one has their own different modality, their own different little taste, their own different functionality, their own little quirkiness, if you will. And it's reflected in the people who live and design these things. I mean, the tribe, the tiny house tribe, as we call ourselves, are just a interesting, eclectic cornucopia of individuals, and living this lifestyle allows us to express that. The big thing is the inspiration, the excitement, the motivation, and I also feel the saving of people making a mistake. A lot of people get caught up on the tiny houses. They see them on TV, they're all excited, they're gingerbread, they look so pretty and stuff, and then it might not be for you. So come out to an event like this, walk in these houses, visualize, experience, see if you could actually live in this size space before you go out and build one. People walk away with so much, but the biggest thing they walk away with is tired feet and smiles on their faces. And if that works, we've done our job.